stream. I'm here just to give you an update about what we have done so far. Uh, Today was a long day. We work on our reports and we work on slides and we work on a lot of things. We meet a lot of people today also. We made a little bit progress, and summer is coming, spring is coming, weather starts getting nicer. We are heading to get more jobs. So I'm gonna share everything with you guys. And again, at the beginning, I would like to mention that we all are brothers and sisters. Doesn't matter the color, the religion, the culture, who you coming from, where you coming from. It doesn't matter. We're here, brothers and sisters, and we're here to share our vision and also share, our idea and how to can bring it to life. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I know I came late today, but have a lot of work. I'm still working on it, but you know, I'm about to get it done. I have to deliver it tomorrow, so I'm kind of staying late tonight until I get it done, and then after that I'm gonna go ahead and take a little nap. But it's like about 4 hours before suhoor time, so I'm right here. How you all doing? How are you doing, Hassan? And I still didn't make the video about the investment. But the idea of the investment is I'm trying to create application and website actually to encourage people to invest with me for a share profit. Like for example, if you invest with me $1,000, you get it at the end of the year. Let me put my calculator in here. Uh, you're gonna get it 1,080, which is about 8% of your money. If I am correct, yeah. So I'm trying. Most of the banks in the United States here, the highest they can give you 3.5%, and even if we look it up online in here, you know, we search it in Google, the highest CD in the United States. Let's look at here. And which is interest rate, which I don't like interest rate because many religion forbidden it. So I'm gonna say profit share because this company is gonna, or this money is gonna work in multiple companies. So this is why I like to say it as a profit share, up to 8% and zero risk, and literally zero risk of money. So and it's all guaranteed, and it's like a contract that protects you before protecting me. I'm still kind of figuring out the way to help people to invest their money, with this, with zero risk from their part, so they don't have to worry. I know some people say, you are not a bank. I know I'm not a bank. Bank, they will not give you three, but bank will give you 3.5%, 4%, so the highest interest rate CD here in the United States 3.05, maybe it's some of them say earn up 5.5%. Now I'm not that guy. I'm sharing the profit, and the profit is 8% of your money, and that will cover all the expenses, all the costs, no hidden fee, no nothing. I'm still working on the project. I already get hold of the developers so they can develop phone application or to for Android or iPhone, so you can download and can understand the whole process before you try to invest. The invest is gonna start from about $100. Uh, yeah, I've been invested in that, actually, in that project over 10 years now. And until I felt more confidence in it. You know, what's up, Ball? How you doing, brother? And after I invest and make sure everything is going well and going fine, and I make money out of it and zero risk, my money just keep accumulating and keep building up. The main thing, you have, for the CDs actually with me, you cannot touch that money for a year. After a year, you can take it all, with the full interest, which is, in any CDs, and when you open it, and it's gonna tell you found some the CDs for a year, some CDs for 2 years, 3 years. But I'm just kind of like to stick with 1 year so that people can see the return on their money. So this is my project. I'm still working on it to bring it to life, so that people can actually invest in it from all over the world, not just from United States. But I'm just feeling bad for the people in the United States. The literally, the banks are robbing them, because it doesn't make sense. You put $1,000 in the bank, and then the interest rate at the end of the year, 3 cents or 10 cents, not even a dollar. That's crazy. And you put literally, like one time, I put about 20,000 one time, while I got, for I think for the car when they got flooded. I put it in there for a year while I was looking for a car, and they gave me $3. Really, $3? What I'm gonna do with $3? All the banks, they take your money, and literally just give you a number. Yeah, it's there. If you deposit, let's for example, if you redeposit $100 in a bank, they will keep 10 in the safe, and $90 is gonna be either go for loan for cars, or loan for mortgage, or any kind of loan. And the bank's making tons of money out of your money. Why they don't want to share profit share with them? This is why I'm saying, I'm gonna do this to the people. I'm gonna invest with them, and they're gonna invest with me, and I'm gonna be, the one responsible for anything there. And this is one of the projects. Plus, also, we work in construction, we work in repairs, we also work with multiple organization. I'm just trying to help people that actually, the banks are robbing them too, because as I said, you put $100 there, and you'll find at the end of the year, you'll find 3 cents. And do you know what's crazy? Some of the banks actually, if you put your money in, and even if it's a checking account, they will charge you a fee called maintenance fee. What the hell you maintenance, my money for? You maintenance my money by just looking at it? It doesn't make any sense. So and instead of you actually paying me for leaving my money in the bank account you have, you just highlighter highlight Brian, how you doing? So this is what I'm saying. I mean, like for example, I have a friend of mine. He has a company, that called ANH Logistic, but he is buying a truck, under your name, and then after buying truck under your name, he run it and he rent it out, and he make trucking company out of it, and then he give you profit share. But also, when I looked at it, actually with all of these expenses, I know it's still higher from the bank, but also, the return on investment is still super low. And also, I mean, stuck with the 5 years and all of that. People sometimes, when you tell them, you're gonna stick with me for 5 years, still kind of people feel trapped in. But when you said for a year, literally years like this, who can believe, we are in mid-March now? Literally, today is what? Today's 11th. We are in the mid-March of 2026. Time is flying by. For me, I mean, every day, is a new day, a new opportunity, and I'm always positive about everything. Some people, they look at oh man, the economy is crashing, the economy, trying to protect yourself. I mean, investment here, investment there. Maybe, my project actually is safer than the stock market. It's not. With me. It's not gonna go down. It's always gonna go up, because it's accumulating profit share. I don't like to say interest, because many people, they don't like interest. This is actually a profit share, because your money is working in construction. Your money is working in a trucking. Your money is working actually to build houses, and sell these houses, in a real estate. So construction, real estate, trucking, cars, all of that. Well, actually, the profit is gonna be yours. So when you are willing to invest with me, I know, but still people, they don't know, but also, when I launch the app, it's gonna have anything, everything in there, from the agreement, the contract, to protect you before to protect me. And also, I'm gonna work with FCDI, which FCDI protect your money up to $250,000. So if anything happen, for God forbid, it's gonna be protected. Yeah, I know they said, you are not financial institution, but I know I'm not financial institution. ANH Logistic is a trucking company, and they're getting investment from all over the world. While I was talking to him, he said, I'm getting investment from United States, from England, from Germany, from Spain, from Italy, from Egypt, from Morocco, from Algeria, from Russia, from India. He getting literally, and he's but people. You don't have to show up. Everything you have to do, just to open that and see the once every month. You just open it once every month, to see, at the end of the month, to see the money actually being moved, and you see that $1,000 after 1 month is gonna be, like $1,000, 10 or 1,000, whatever it's the amount. uh He loves you too, brother, and I love you too. We all brothers and sisters. And the guys, don't forget, subscribe to my channel, and whoever there, tell me where you're watching me from. So this is the idea. Actually, I have some developer working on the idea, and I have one lawyer actually looking. One lawyer, and I have a friend of mine. He's also a CPA also, and he's working with the IRS to tell me exactly, how we can make it fully legal and how we can make it, to protect the people before protecting my company. Because, when this idea get bigger and bigger and bigger, we all of us gotta be benefits out of it. Because literally you're gonna be working in all these. I miss my. Remember the truck company you talked about? What was called again? A&H Logistic. And even I have the number of the people if you wanna contact them. Ah, that's good, brother. Hold your breath then. Nice. Oh, thank you so much, No Name. Well, the guys, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you all here as my friend. Before you be subscribing there, I mean, listen, guys, we just how I can put this. We are here to support each other. I mean, in every single way, emotionally, mentally. Hey, bro, I hope I am alive. I hope you stay alive too. So again, I mean, and also Hussam, if you want to get hold of ANH Logistic, I can put you in touch with them, and it's in every single way, we they will also, by the way, they will send you like the agreement, and they were not gonna make a deal with you until you understand the agreement very well. And my back, I miss mine too, man. One day I'm gonna have the my back. Maybach Mercedes Benz is, I think Mercedes Benz one of the best cars in the world. I mean, I know it's complicated to maintain. Uh, I have protection. I can. So that so one time I think we have a Mercedes Benz, and I think it was E220, something like that, and something happened to suspension system. Their suspension system is very, very complicated. This is why when you're driving a Mercedes Benz, you feel like you're driving on a cloud. It's not really, you don't feel. And also, the craziest thing, look at the Chinese cars now. Oh my gosh, guys! The Chinese cars, they have multiple of cars, different brands, and they actually way better than Mercedes and better than BMW. And I cannot believe, they made, the pump. Uh, do you think so? The unaffected one. I hope you're not affected one. So, guys, and also again, guys, I would like to remind you all, we're here as brothers and sisters, and we just support each other. And yeah, I love your all comment, even if sometimes are sarcasm comment, but that's fine. I'm having fun talking to you all, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're always here. Uh, uh, and again, guys, I mean, if anybody has any idea, wants to talk about it, and how to bring it to life. And by the way, there is something called 500 Inc. I think this grant application is for all over the world. Actually, they choose an entrepreneur, to fund them with almost $150,000. So they will 12 weeks program. You stick with them, and they will teach you how to be a good entrepreneur, teach you how to structure, how to hire, how to build a company, and then at the end, they will fund you 150,000, to actually get your idea to be live. So uh, make an intro for my story called Breakout Story. Okay, I mean, that sounds good. Breakout story. I mean, so the breakout story. I think it's the same idea actually of getting out of the matrix life. The matrix life, we live in the rat race life. About to going to school and then get a job, and then retire in 65, and then that's it. By the retiring 65, you'll not be able to do anything else. So this is why you have to build your own thing, and you can use the job to just start saving some money to actually get your dream to get job. So, and again, bro, I'm not ignoring you, brother. You're asking some question, make not nonsense question, and I don't have answer for it. And again, guys, I'm not a AI. I'm not. I'm not a Google, and I think Google is available. It's for free. You can make a search, and also Copilot or ChatGPT or Nano Banana from Google. All of this stuff is they are for free. You can ask them anything, and now some of this actually AI, you can make them as a voice, so you can actually talk to them as a person, and they will answer you. Sometimes their answer is dummy answers, doesn't make any sense to me. I tried, I think, couple of these AI, and I think they're still underdeveloped, and they're good. Based on Roblox game called yeah, 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 yeah. I think I know something about it. And again, it's by the way, I'm not a big fan of Roblox, but I was watching a lot of movies about Roblox, and actually, there's a movie on Netflix about Roblox. Actually, literally, they made the movie out of the whole thing out of Roblox. And also, it's popular. It's popular between all the nations. I'm not talking just here in the United States. And again, guys, I'm here as uh, I'm here as as I just sharing my information, sharing my experience. Khaled, bro, you have invested with the ANH Logistic, and they are the US only, and how much do you make from them? Okay, brother, let me put this. I think I have some kind of notes with them. Okay, the last package they have just last 14 spots that's open. Okay, the package you must have about $78,000. Okay, and the truck is gonna bring you $2,500 to $3,000 out of the rental, and plus the 5% out of the profit share. So whatever the company, wherever your truck grows, from let's say $1,000, you gotta get 5% out of that, plus the 25. So the 2,500 to the 3,000, it's depend on the month, but it's about $500 a week. So it's about between 2,500 to $3,000, depending. Some weeks, some month, is a 4 weeks, some months it's about almost 5 weeks, and then 5% out of the gross income. So this is the I think this is a last package. They have previous packages, about 30,000 and 40,000 and 50,000, but I think they filled it because I think they were doing this for over 3 years now, and they were looking for investments. But for me, I'm when I looked at it, I just don't like stuck with one thing for 5 years. I mean, they are a good people. This is why, because I know them in person. This is why I would say, they are good. They will do the best. And also, your truck is gonna be fully covered. So anything, for God forbid, that truck make an accident or anything. Uh, no, no, no. They have a website, and they are all over the world. And I can give you the guy I talked to from the sales manager. You can either set an appointment with him to talk to him more, or you wanna actually go to the website. But I will send you the website. But it's a big company. It's called A&H Logistic. And hold on a second. I think I might have a video. Uh, uh, let me see something. Hold on. I'm trying to get it in here. I think I have the video somewhere in here about it. I'm not sure where it is. I think it was Orascom project. I can't remember where it's located. Uh, um, I have a lot of files on my laptop, just kind of driving me crazy. But like the 85 package, high end and low end. So if we look at the high end in here, hold on. I'm here. It's Excel sheet. They send it to me, and hold on a second. One moment. So if you look at here, for example, you see that the income tax, the depreciation, account receivable, account payable, inventory ratio, build out of startup cost, the 25,000 for permit, legal license, insurance, and miscellaneous expenses and fee. This is all it's end up at 25,000. Equipment, if you look at here, the equipment and setup cost, it's pretty much 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, all the way. So when you look at here, so the 25 and the legal fee and thing, and then a startup cost, startup and admin cost. You see that truck purchase is a $60,000. They purchase it from They purchased from Schneider. Schneider is a big company. Actually, they're selling a used trucks because these trucks actually, it's a $250,000 trucks. So they buy it, about 250,000 miles on them, and then the truck usually can get up to 1 million miles. So they put another 250,000 miles, in a 5 years period, and then they sell it, after depreciation, and then you get the rest of that money of the sold truck after the 5 years. So I hope everyone is okay. God bless you all, Gigi. And again, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Love to have you all here. Alex Rahla Barakatuh, brother. From my name is gosh, man, what a name. You know, Man- Mansoor. Could you tell me the website name, brother? Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get you that there. One moment. I am getting you there. One moment. I will open it on the on the Google, and then I will show it to you. So A and H logistic. Okay, if you look here, brother, see that AH Logicorp home, and this is their website. And they're doing good job. Found some people stake them for years. But for my company, as uh, for my company, see here, look at this. Start investing today, and then it will tell you here, all of that. Invest in logistic, drive your financial future and all of that stuff. And then we're telling you, so this is the route. This is actually their performance last year. 500 more investors, 10 million plus paid to investors, 200%, average annual return. John, investor earned 2,500 to 4,000 monthly, roughly, fully managed. Truck and investment program, technology, transparency, and daily operation dispensable. And then you go here to schedule a free consultation. And then when you go to the free consultation, they will do this. Uh, yeah, brother, I am. I got busy last day. Risa, easy craft. My day is great. How was your day? How you doing, Yuri? Let's- excuse me. And just don't forget to mention my name to them so they will remember you. I will talk to Luai. Luai, he's a sales manager. I will talk to him. I'll tell him somebody. His name is Hussam Hassan. He's gonna contact you. And again, it's look at it from every way. Understand also the agreement to see if it's gonna work with you. They usually send you the agreement first, and then they will tell you, if you like the agreement, if you like how it's gonna run. So actually, you're just gonna pretty much invest that money, and let's say you forget about it for 5 years, okay? And every month you will find, they transfer you, the 2,000 or the 2,500 or the $4,000, every month to your account, you know. So your money, your company, the worst case scenario that would happen, it's like if the company, if your truck wrecked, it's gonna take about, maybe a month, until you start this return to go back to your. So it's gonna be, you're not gonna see this 2,000 or $2,500 or $4,000, because the $2,500 is the rent, and the rest of it is 5% of the gross income. So I'm not advertising for the company. They're just good guys. I was talking to them today. They're really great. And I was willing actually to invest also. But also, remember, this truck. When they have it under, they will have it for 1 year before they transfer the title to you, because here they could consider it as a capital gain for them. If they didn't keep it for 1 year, and then they have to pay that amount. Like imagine $60,000. If you less than a year, you pay up to 37% in taxes, which is this is a huge amount of it. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, brother. I mean, listen. I mean, Last week was a crazy week, from Saturday till all the way to, till Friday. I mean, since listen, I mean, our people in here or whoever responsible for this country, he really doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't like people to be lie. Don't freaking lie to me. To get your purpose. There is nothing in the freaking world worth lying. Just hit it to me in the face. Tell me I need to get to presidency because I want to be rich, because that's what he pretty much done. You know, I mean, it's a big joke. Literally, it's a big joke. He literally, he said, no war, no war. I'm gonna get everybody soldier in here back in the United States. Chop, 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 chop. And I'm not gonna get no war, spending all of these billions of dollars. I'm gonna keep it in here. And then the next day in the morning, he go hit Venezuela and Mexico and Iran and everywhere, Nigeria and everywhere, everywhere. Just a big piece of something. I don't like to talk about political because they're just a bunch of liars. One of my cousin died. My other cousin married. My mom got a head surgery. She's fine now, alhamdulillah. And agriculture land appreciated 100k thousand per acre. A lot happened. Kind of mixed feelings. I know. I have the same feeling, brother. Listen, I've been, this week has been good. I met a lot of, last week actually been good. A lot of people, which is also last week was bad because I discovered, my mother, she has a breast cancer, and she's still, positive about it, because she's in early stage too. And how you doing, Alban? And Adorable. Guys, again, guys, whoever watching new in here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm glad to have you all here. So we have overall, it's and this is life, guys. This is like life. Good things and bad things happen, and always be appreciated for all of it. And that's many people, they look at when I thought something happened to me, bad to me, or something, and said, why you don't feel bad? I told them there is a purpose out of it. Like I don't know. I was, to be honest, when my house got flooded and I've been homeless for 2 years, I was so frustrated. I was keep telling, Allah, why, when I be an accountant making a good money, my family is safe and everything is safe, and suddenly, my house and almost, washed away with the flood. And then, even they got the money from the insurance company, the unreliable contractor come and stole it from me and left me, not even my home can be lived in. No. So it just put me to be a regional general contractor. Do you know why? you know to go help people out. So I'm so glad he used me. Many people, they don't believe in such a thing, and that's up to them. Everybody has his own logic, has his own philosophy. So I'm kind of like helping people. And this is why most of the jobs I work before, people was taking advantage of me because I know to do a lot of things. When I was in a college, I also take a lot of courses, a lot of entrepreneur courses, a lot of IT courses. So I know how to do most of the stuff, in any business. So when somebody was leaving or somebody else, I just volunteer to do it until you get a hard job. And then at the end, I found myself, I'm doing the other guy's job, but then the same pay. And then it ended up I'm more responsible for 5 freaking companies, doing their books, doing their purchase manager, doing their warehouses for $15 freaking an hour, which means I was making $3 an hour from each company. And instead of they're hiring 5 people, I'm paying every one of them 20 some dollars. So 5 companies paying $100 an hour at least. They were paying 15, and then I found my boss. He was making the $4,000 a week. you know, and sometimes take advantage of me. I'm not feeling bad about it. It taught me how to deal with all of these companies. You know what I mean? Literally. So again, Epic Man and everybody there, thank you so much for supporting. Thank you for all of these messages and all of this, comment. And again, okay, if you invested 350k USD, okay, you want to invest it with me or you want to invest it with A&H Logistic? It's a big difference, brother. For me, your money gonna gain 8% yearly, no matter what. Okay, with A&H Logistic, okay, their packages now is 78. So the 350 divided by 78. So about, hold on a second. 350 minus 78. Hold on. 350,000 minus 78,000. So 78 times 3. Okay, 78 times 4. 78 times 5. Okay, if you are investing in, let's example, 5 trucks, Yuri. Okay. Hi, Chalk. How you doing, brother? And all the blessing from Kentucky all the way to India, by the way. And okay, 5 trucks is gonna cost you about 390. The 5 trucks is gonna you're gonna gain monthly. You're gonna gain monthly about the just from the rent before the gross income, about $10,000 a month. With the income, with the 5% income, you're gonna gain more actually. So you're gonna gaining about 4 times. You're gonna get about $20,000 a month. After all the expenses and after everything, about $20,000 a month. This is what's gonna for me in here. If 350K, times 8%. For me is gonna be about hold on, let me calculate it again. This is not doesn't look right. 350K. About $3,000 a month. 390. Because the package is 78,000. This is including the truck and the flatbed. And after 1 year, they're gonna transfer the title to you. So the trucks is gonna be under your name, under Yuri's name. Because if they transfer it immediately to you, you're gonna pay another 37% more, because this is called the capital gain. If they bought it and they transfer the title to you in less than 1 year, it's called the capital gain. They have to pay 30s because they consider they sold it to you. You know what I mean? And the truck, it cost about $60,000. You know what I mean? So they will wait for 1 year, because after 1 year you can transfer the title for free. It's not gonna cost you anything. So yeah, for $390,000, yeah, you're gonna gain easily, three with $20,000, which is actually it's on their website in here. Let me show this to you. And if you want for me to put you in touch with Loay, he could help you. The Yuri, how I can put this, the contract is for 5 years. And after 5 years is over, they are going to sell these trucks. And these trucks, whatever the amount get out of these trucks, is gonna go back to your account. After they remove their fee, from selling fee and depreciation fee and all of that, this truck is gonna be sold again, because I think they buy it for 250 miles on them, and they will sell it when it's arrived to 500,000 miles. So it's in, and then in these 5 years, that sounds reasonable. So they don't have to put too much pressure on the. They don't have to put too much pressure on the, on the trucks. Usually trucks, it's gonna be sold for maybe. If it's a 500, it's gonna be maybe $17,000 a truck after 5 years. So let's say you're gonna get $50,000 back. So so let's calculate this. How many month, brother? How many month? It's 5 years. Okay, it's about 60 month. You're getting about $20,000 a month. Okay. You're gonna get $1.2 million. How YTM? How you doing? You get to go to $1.2 million out of the 390. And this is just the the monthly income to you. This is the monthly income. The 20,000 for 60 months is 1.2 million dollars. Okay, and then at the end, after they sell the 5 trucks, let's say you add another 50 grand to it, so it's gonna be one and a quarter million dollars. At the end of this, at the end of that period, and you don't have to do anything. And by the way, they will give you an app also, and that app you can track your truck. So you will know where your truck at and where your truck traveling from to, if your truck stays still or if your truck doing this and that. So there is multiple question. Actually, I'm gonna ask a multiple question. I'm gonna ask Luay about it, because when I talk to my lawyer also, there is some flaws here and there, on the contract. I have to ask him, because I was thinking seriously, about actually just to throw actually for one truck at the moment. You're gonna get, yeah, you're gonna get about $50,000 out of these 5 trucks, brother, because they're gonna put in 5 years, they're gonna put good mileage on them. When the good mileage in here in the United States, the car, when it has high mileage, its value go down. So you're gonna get, after all the investments, so pretty much, the 1,250,000, yeah, the 1,250,000 you're gonna get, after selling the trucks and everything. So the total after 5 years, what you benefits out of the 390, about $860,000, brother. That's all what you get. If you take that the main investments or the cost out of it, from 1.1 and a quarter million dollars, you're gonna find yourself, you made about $860,000 in 5 years. If you divide this by 5 years, you're making about $172,000 every year. Hey, so Khaled, bro, say if I invest $65,000 truck, how much will I get monthly and how long I will? Listen, brother, they're making money out of you, okay? Which I understand, and I appreciate them. This is the same idea come, which for me it's come with the intro, with the profit share for my company. So what usually their package is $78,000 to buy, the package is 78,000, not 65. But if we open a company here in the United States, that actually trucking company for us, let's say Yuri and Hussam and me, and I'm getting there, Yuri. I'm just wait a minute. Usually the trucking business in here is very good, okay? We can, for that amount, Yuri. Okay, let's put this in action right now, okay? They use the trucks usually drop in 20,000, at about 20,000. They use the trucks, okay? 20,000, okay? I bought, for example, 10 trucks. Okay, 10 trucks are gonna cost 200,000. Okay, I have to hire a mechanic. The mechanic, how much he's gonna have, or how much he's gonna charge you? Okay, he's gonna charge us about 30, so it's gonna be about $1,000 a week, about $4,000 a month, about 48, about $1,000 a week, 4,000, 4 times 12 is what? $48,000 a year. So this is 250 with the mechanic that's gonna stay. 2 other mechanics people under them is gonna make other 20, so 30. So you're talking about another $100,000 for the mechanics. Okay, so you have 10 trucks, and this is about 350. You have another 40,000. You can pay another, another maybe 5, 6, 10 tractors. Not tractors, trailers, flatbed trailers. Okay, now you have 10 resources. Okay, now we gotta get one of the companies that actually directing loads. So these companies, we're gonna hire people. Actually, the guys they're gonna work for us, they are gonna get paid, but whatever they're making. Okay, and this is what I have learned from the trucking company. They don't pay them salary. They don't pay them by hour. No, they pay them whatever loads. So they will be like dogs, I know if I work more, if I get more loads, I'm gonna what? I'm gonna make more money. They will make them work like dogs. You know what I mean. They are profit. They are profiting from the count. From amount of loads they're getting. So they will be fighting over the loads. Who's gonna take it and where to gonna get it and who. So whatever job you get more, you will find your guys. They're eating each other. To get the loads. How much you gonna make about monthly out of this tin truck? About 300,000. Yep. Hi, Lish. How you doing? We can get more in it, Yuri. You know, and I don't know, I don't know how we gonna actually put it in real, warrior. And you have to come and visit me and put it, me and you be partner a company here, open it under both our names, and we can get it in there. And I guarantee that amount for you. You're not talking about $100 a month, brother. You talk about 300, and let's say with the expenses and all of that beep shit, stuff, you're talking about maybe 150 grand. Yeah. I mean, there is a lot of tricks and tips in there, especially in industrial trucking industry. I work for it. I run industrial company. The guy who has 10 trucks, he was making $450,000, literally, and he bought them new, but his new take most of his profit. He was making $450,000 every 2 weeks, so he was making $900,000 every month. But come to the expenses. He bought this truck new. Okay, every truck of these is 250,000. It cost him $2.5 million. Okay, expenses, tires. The road he was working on, he was off-road work. So off-road work eating the tires up. The tire is a $300 tire. So he was not really running it that good. You know what I mean? Which I talked to him, about the expenses. He always looking at me. He always underestimated me. He didn't know I have a, which I told him multiple times, but I don't know, he might not believe me. I even telling him, how to get it and where to get it. I have multiple connection to get this tire was $150 and not 300. Somebody's gonna getting a kickback out of it. Just follow me, brother. Do this and do, but he didn't listen to me. And bro, listen, without swearing, what I'm doing right now. If I have the right fund for me, I will be probably millionaire by next year. In no time. But usually, I'm now, the banks, banks is very critical. They really don't like one of my project was gonna cost about $450,000. That was generating, about $3,000-4,000 a day. A day. And every single day you take it in your hand, after all the freaking expenses, 3 grand. I took it to the bank. I give them every single details. Even if when somebody go to use the bathroom and come back, how much is gonna cost me? What did they said? Oh, this is too much. We cannot afford it. Up to the SBA loan, or because I applied with SBA loan, 7A loan. They said the max amount we can give you is $25,000. I tell them, excuse me, $25,000. This is I'm gonna use them as a toilet paper or what? This is not even 1% of the cost of the project. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna pay whatever your installment, monthly installment, $6,000, $10,000 a month. I will pay it. I made the project. I worked for Logan for 10 of years. I have the experience. I work in trucking. I have the experience. Just give me the funds so I can make money out of it. We need the collateral, we need blah, 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 we need blah, blah, blah. This is why now I'm going to impeach my company all over the United States, trying to get investors to invest with me, to see my idea, to see how I can run the money, to see how I can actually manage the money, and actually how I can turn, like you're in here, I can turn the 390,000 to actually company that can generate a $300,000 in sales before gross income. And when you look at the gross income, let's say it's gonna eat 50% of that sales. Okay, that's generating 150 grand a month. Not enough for 300K. This is about half of the, literally half of your money just right there for the first month. But people just don't want to like to invest. You get scared. Now I will just put them in a bank. I'm getting 1% a year is good for me. This is why I'm launching the app. I'm pitching for my company all over the place. I'm going. I have. I was in Louisville, Kentucky. I met a lot of investor. I have a couple more people. And even I have somebody. His name is Keen. He's building apartment complex. Apartment complex, one of the great places. Apartment complex can generate. Literally. If it's a 200 units, $1,000 a unit. Before the expenses. You take about $200,000 a month before the expenses. You know. Egyptian pretend to be American. Brother, I'm Egyptian. I'm proud of Egyptian, but also I'm Egyptian and also I'm American. I'm a dual citizen. I've been here since 2017. I like to help people out. I've been an accountant and I'm a general contractor. I have a CDL. So, brother, I have it all. Alhamdulillah. I know, guys, you're fasting, so I'm gonna take a drink from here because I have still about 4 hours before suhoor time. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, brother. I'm a Muslim, Alhamdulillah. Oh, I almost forgot what. Hi, my friend Cappy. Nice to meet you too, brother. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And before subscribe, guys, I like to have you all as my friends. I love to have friends from all over the world. You know, I usually visit some places, once a year. But Egypt is the most because my family there, my father, my mother, my brothers and sisters, they still live in Egypt. So I have to, and my child is just 7 years old, so he has to see his, his grandparents. They're also my grand. My father and mother. They're kind of pretty old. So I will. God give them a long life. What I mean. So this was my idea, and yes, yes, yes. This is in a regular scenario, Yuri. You know what I mean? What in the states? What I'm in Kentucky, and now it's 2:27 in the morning. But yeah, Yuri, it's gonna be around that range. So it's gonna be between. Let's put it between 15 to 20 grand a month. Yes, no matter what. I can send you the. I think I did send you the agreement. If you want to look at it and read about it, and put it, go ask a lawyer, look at it about how it looks. But also, when you can, if you can, uh, just a free conciliation with them. They will put a call, Zoom call or Google meeting call and talk to them, and they will give you all the questions, all the answers. They're not gonna take a penny from you until they until you have agreement with them, and everything is good and you understand the contract and everything. Because, brother, there is a termination fee. So if you break that contract in 1 year, after 1 year you don't like what's going on, brother, you're gonna lose a pretty good amount of money. You know what I mean? There is something called a termination fee in case the customer wants to break out of that 5 years contract. And then with the first year there's a $10,000 fee for every truck. So in order for you to break and take your money back, you know, it's yeah, yep. Yep, but you're getting paid. This money they're sending to you is your profit, monthly profit you're getting to your bank account, and then you do whatever you want to do with it. You want to accumulate it and then reinvest it more. It's gonna be up to you. But as I'm telling you, I mean, there is a lot in industrial. But again, if you want to do this really, Yuri, I recommend. But it's up to you also. Again, look around, because for myself, if I'm running industrial and trucking industry of myself in here, and I have the capability to do that, you know with just literally 300,000, I can get 10 trucks, a crew, flatbeds, and that can generate me 10 times monthly of that. Yes, yes, 10 times monthly of that. What's the rising section in the investment in currently in the world? Okay, brother. I think anything that's generating money, like we are talking now about trucking industry. Yes, yes. I can, Yuri. I can send you in sales. In sales, it can generate about, if we got 10 trucks, it can generate about $300,000 monthly in sale. Yes, believe it or not. You know, I can send you with the details if you want to. And what I'm saying, these companies, they're making profit out of your money too. Don't you think that? And let's say 50% of that money, 50% out of that money, went to the expenses. Okay, crew, tires, maintenance, blah blah blah. You know, then you're getting up in your hand about 150 grand a month. Yeah, literally. You know, did you see how much difference? It's a big, I mean, listen, there is a lot the industrial company, especially in the United States. You know how big United States. United States is like 52 countries in one country. You know what I mean? It's a huge. So if there is some loads, it cost, some of the loads actually cost about $1 a mile. So in order for you to take a load from New York, take it to Florida, about 3,000, 4,000 miles, I'm talking about, almost, $3,000, $4,000 in one load. And usually truck have multiple loads on it. This is why flatbed are expensive. This is why A&H Logistic, they buying trucks and leasing it to the companies. And sometimes they're doing it on their own loads. This is what, we're leasing it to the companies. You're leasing it, but you're leasing it for how much? $500, $600 a week. How about getting regular uh, contracts, chaos, and all of this? Usually, all of these trucks, in order for me to be legally in the road, you go through the EFTA, you go through the inspection, and you get them, the number, DOT numbers, and all of that, and then they are legal on the roads, which is a lot of, actually, when I was used to work in that industrial company, one of our trucks, it has 1.5 million miles on it. It was a Kenworth, you know and then there is a lot of people. This is why you hire a team that will actually work with it. They will get you loads. They will get you, actually, even if we don't hire a team, we can get a company that actually just keep putting loads on us, and then we will take it and get people, truck drivers. They called, on the road driver out, so they are always on the road. You know what I mean? But again, I can send you this and I can send you this, and you are at the end. You can do, and also in real estate in here, it's also the same thing. We can buy, a property for 20,000, fix that was another 20,000, and sell it for 100,000. There is a lot of opportunity here, brother. As per earlier plan of A&H Logistic for 5 trucks, how much per hours I have to work? You don't have to do anything, brother, with A&H Logistic. You are for AH Logistic as ATM machine. Instead of they're going to the bank to take that loan to buy these trucks, they will get a loan from you. Hey, Natalia, how you doing? Nice to see you here again. And again, guys, whoever didn't subscribe to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I love to have you all here as my brothers and sisters. And I love to have you all also as my friends all over the world. Again, I'm from Egypt, and I live here in the United States in Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky. So, oh, thank you so much. I don't know. You're not gonna work at all, brother. You're not gonna work. For you're talking about how much per hour, how much in the truck. I don't quite understand that. Thank you, Natalia. I appreciate that. And again, guys, I mean it when I ask you all to be, as my friends. You can go community in my WhatsApp and in my YouTube page, and you can find in the post my personal WhatsApp number, and really keep in touch. Ask Yuri, he's right there. Tell him, Yuri, my WhatsApp number just right there, and you get keep in touch with me. And Muslim, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. Uh, uh, what they're gonna loan it against. Usually, okay, when they take a loan from the bank, or when you take a loan from the bank here in the United States, and they were telling you, it's let's say 10% yearly, okay, and some of them they are daily interest. So, for example, if you borrow 300,000, you're gonna pay it back about maybe almost 600,000 over 5 years, 600, 700,000 over 6 years. Sorry guys, my phone died on me. Yeah, I'm back again. My phone died on me. I just have 5 minutes before I end the live stream. But again, guys, I know we're talking about investment today and everything, but I would like to thank you all the people that have been watching me, all the likes, and don't forget to like and share, and let the people get together. And again, I'm so thankful to have you all here, and all the people that supported me. I have almost, I'm so close to be 1,800 people, for my live stream, and maybe one day, inshallah, will be 18 million. You know, who knows? It's not far. And again, it's a live stream. I'm just sharing my idea. I'm sharing my, my vision and my everything with you guys. So again, it's all about how to help each other to make our life better, and how to help ourselves, help our community, help our families, because there is a lot of investment opportunity, and there is a lot of good in people, and people, they can invest and they can actually uh, do all of good, and again, thank you so much for supporting me. I have about another 4 minutes to go. So again, let me put this in there. Always, guys, be positive, be optimistic, and always, anything happen to you in your life, put it there as in your good and good. I want to move to Pali and want to earn 100K in 3 years. I will get that 3 years via A&H logistic with no chaos. So I'm searching for, brother. I will put you, and let me talk to Luay, and I will send your information to him, and then you all can schedule time together. If you want for me to go ahead and do that, just let me know. And I will go ahead and set up everything for you, and I will make sure, because when you are investing with five trucks, it's not gonna like investing in one trucks. They're supposed to cut their fees down, so I'm gonna talk to Luay, trying to actually cut the fees and make a good, actually good deal for you. If you're serious about that, I will talk to him tomorrow if you want me to. I will, I like to help people out, and I'm so glad you're gonna get benefits. Uh, I mean, listen, spices is a, listen. I know some person is in Egypt. Is Mr. Noor. He's exporting spices, and oh my goodness, he was making tons of money out of it, brother. I mean, even if here in the United States, brother, spices here in the United States is the most expensive thing. A bottle like this, a small bottle like this from coriander is $5. You know, if you can make your own brand and we can get a deal to get in with Walmart, and you sell it for like a $3 instead of $5, you can make tons a lot of money, especially with the spices, because it's not easy to do. I mean, look at it in every way, because Yuri, you have a big amount of money. I mean, this is a large amount of money. I mean, you sometimes, people said, don't put all the eggs in one basket. If you wanna multiply, or you wanna make it in many multiple businesses, you still can do that. If I have that kind of fund, I will look for something also to keep me busy. I understand, if you don't want the headache, or you want somebody run this for you, that's fine. I would do the same. I mean, if I don't want the headache, but sometimes I like to involve myself in there. So again, if look around, talk to A&H Logistic, look about the spices business if you have experience about it. If you don't have experience, look for it. Look for some people that actually have kind of experience with it, about the export and import to it. But again, guys, I'm almost done here, so I would like to thank you all, and thank you so much for all of that. that are 10% per trade. So for 400k, by 4k a month, and you can trade twice as 80k for the first month. So after a year, it will be 200k used. But I mean, that's awesome. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, listen, man. I mean, Yuri, if I'm in your shoe, I will always be looking around on what's gonna bring me the more benefits with less headache. But also sometimes I would like to keep myself busy to put myself in the picture as I am the funder. I am the bank, so I have to know where is the money coming from, where is the money going, where if everything is going, you know what I mean? So again, just look at it from every single way. Don't put all the basket and all the eggs in one basket. If you are able to invest here and there, something to generate a little bit of money from here to make it as a stable income while you're invested in the spices at 10% per trade, that's awesome. That's gonna be awesome. I mean, in 200,000, it's still 150. You can invest in about a couple trucks in 78,000. So it's 140, about 160, 166,000, something like this. Give me a week. I will look for spices. If I don't like it, we will be finalizing the truck thing, and we can talk more on that to them. Yeah, if you want for me to talk to Luai and get you more details, if I will. But just let me know, when you're ready to do this. I will do my best to help you out to make your life better uh, because I love to help people because I always want to help people. I always found somebody helping me out. So, again, guys, thank you so much for watching me. I've been here for an hour. So, thank you. And again, I appreciate everything you've done for me, for subscribing, for liking and sharing this video. And I really appreciate you all for listening to me, for being I don't know, be kind. And again, guys, always be positive, always be kind, and whatever you throw out there, from good behavior, bad behavior, it's gonna always return to you. And everything happened to us for a reason, so always be positive and know, our creator love us, and he's always want the best for us. So thank you so much, and that's again we can go together. Oh, but yes, trust and help. Listen, man, I've been doing this. I've been helping people, and believe me, it's always coming back as help. Brother. Because I was helping people last year, I got in $15,000 in grant. I don't have to pay that money back. I got $15,000 in grant. You know, is is that I guess yeah, yeah. And again, guys, thank you so much and appreciate you all. And you all have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon from the other side of the world. And inshallah, I will see you all tomorrow. You all have a wonderful evening. Friday. See you. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.